Hi, my name is Jordan, and this is my week 2 reflection video for my Peaceful Warrior immersion. And I would just like to start off by saying that this week is clearly a different experience from last week because the first 3 days of the immersion were just basically they were intro days. We got everything set up and we got everything planned out and ready to go. So now we're in full swing, and I've got to say I've been really impressed with what we've done so far, from the dojo to archery to the movie. Um, all of it has affected me in some way, shape, or form. Oh, I almost forgot meditation, because we start our days off with meditation, and that's actually a really key part to the immersion as well. But I'll get into that in a minute. Um, I'd like to start off with my favorite activity by far, archery, and it's it's a wonderful experience because you get out there and this is a very new experience, and it just kind of allows you to try something new and get the feel for it, and it's not that difficult to do. So when you actually hit the target for the first time, it's just like wow. And we actually shot for the first time last week, but after shooting this week with a more powerful bow, I've got to say I'm going to continue archery even after the immersion is over. Um, and that might just be because I hit a bullseye on the target and it just felt right. Like there was no sense of overjoy or ridiculous achievement. It just felt like I was in the moment, and it was just kind of like a sense of wow, I did that, but that was just how it was supposed to be at that point in time. And hopefully, I'll be able to continue archery after the immersion ends. I really want to, and I'm going to try to find ways to pursue that. But right now, I'm just going to focus on the immersion and just to kind of hop off of archery and onto other topics. Um, One of the big things this week was food for me, actually, because we ended with Second Street Market, and I got a lot of different foods that I have never had before, and kind of just sitting with my friends, I tried to really experience the food, and I don't know if it was just because it was new food or because I actually tried to enjoy it more, that I actually really enjoyed the meal that I had, and I actually would have to test that with foods that I've already eaten or have become accustomed to just so I can confirm that. But on another note, we're also done with the movie, Peaceful Warrior, and Dan at the end of the movie, it's just like wow because of the amount of um, I'd like to say improvement that we've seen with his character, just from being like this snotty, egotistical kid at the beginning of the movie to just him being at peace with everything and accepting reality for what it is at the end of the movie and him achieving his goals. It was just, it was a really great movie, and I would recommend it to anyone who has not seen it before or people who have seen it before just to further analyze the movie. And I might have to do that myself actually and go back and watch the movie. But another big thing was meditation, and we've decided to incorporate that into every day. So that's just another thing that we've been doing. For me personally, um, it's been beneficial, but not as beneficial as I think it could be, just because I keep thinking that I'm not doing it right. So we'll see when next week comes if I get more improvement on that. And um, for this week, um, we've done meditation, archery, and the dojo is actually one of the better parts of the day too, just because I used to do martial arts when I was little, and I kind of feel like I'm revisiting that, although this is much more practical and more, I guess I would say literal, just because it's more, or not literal, literal, more realistic, I would say, just because these would be techniques that you would actually use in a real life situation. So the dojo has been, to me, a very great experience. And I would say that about sums up this week, and hopefully we'll have more of the same next week. But weather in Ohio is probably going to mess us up. So, yeah.